Now, finally, I'd like to ask Dr. Curry to come up, our new president, to first of all accept the traditional gavel that represents his presidency for the Cultural Gardens. So it's my honor to present this to you. And here's Dr. Curry.
This is a great honor and pleasure to be here with you. I can't thank enough Sheila. You heard what she said and you heard what she did in the last 5 years. It's hard for me to start with a failure, but I did fail to convince her to stay as president. So, so she promised that she's going to stay active. Probably as active as she's been, and she'll be in charge of one more day this year as well. And obviously the garden is a major part of Cleveland. Cleveland is going through a major renaissance now in all areas, and we're very thrilled that we live in this city at this time of its history. If I look back at 100 years ago, what the forefathers did in Cleveland is just amazing. I don't think there's any other city that went through these stages the way Cleveland did. 100 years ago, the Cleveland Orchestra started, the Cleveland Museum of Art started, the Cultural Gardens, the Zoo, the Cleveland Foundation, the Council on World Affairs, you name it, Cleveland Clinic, you name it. Every major institution in this city started 100 years ago with the vision of these people at that time. And you know what? Probably 90% of them were immigrants. So this is the city that opened its arm to the immigrants and to the ethnic communities for many years. And we are at the best times of that cycle. We have a challenge to keep up with the forefathers and build on that strength. The country in general is facing a major challenge with the immigration and the concept of immigration and the value of immigrants. We all know it. You've been all successful here in your own ways, and we need to keep it strong to prove to the rest of the country that this is the land of immigration and successful immigration and very flourishing ethnic communities that contribute to the progress and prosperity of this country. So, Sheila not only did so many projects in the last 5 years, but she did it with a soft power. I mean, she's really, she knows exactly what needs to be done, and she carries it on softly and progressively to have it done the right way. And you've seen the growth in the numbers of gardens, the list, the waiting list. It's amazing that we have such a waiting list now, and we hope that we can convince the city to support us in this adventure. I want to thank the entire board. This is a board of volunteers, and this is an organization of volunteers. And no matter what we say, we can't thank enough the volunteers. You can imagine when somebody takes time from his family, from his work many times, from his obligations, children, grandchildren, and come to meetings after meetings and work through a process and this function and that function and this obligation and so forth. This is all volunteering. This is sweat from everybody that we need to recognize, appreciate, and try to grow in the future. So I want to thank the entire board, the past board and the upcoming board, and all the volunteers in the room here. I'm sure you've volunteered in many different capacities, whether it's at your own garden and whether it's the federation level. We look forward to the future. As I said, the garden area is a gem in the city, and we need to deserve to gain our deserved status in the city, and we need to build up on the relations that we can build up on with other major institutions in the city and try to grow with that. There is nothing to fear. There is nothing like this garden in the country, probably in the world. And the city knows that. The city invested in the infrastructure. We need to line up our relationship to make it grow and prosper to the future, to guarantee its future success for many years to come. So I look forward to working with you. I think most of the board is active already with the rotation that we have, so many of them are staying on the board. And they will be very valuable, for continuity and for growth. And we ask you to stay supportive and engaged. You can reach me. My name will be circulated. My email will be circulated through the office. Hopefully, we can build up a professional staff in the office on a full-time basis that could anchor, all our activities. So we'll see what we can do around that. And feel free to contact me with any issue. And if you have any suggestions, and if you don't like my work, you can vote me out anytime you want.